beautiful. And the affirmation is, with deep gratitude, I discover a beautiful world. Don't we all want to live in a beautiful world? And sometimes when we look around, it doesn't appear to be that way. Perhaps we have to look in a new way. So the writing for today is, with a mindful intention to discover the sacred nature of all things, I find beauty everywhere. A breeze caressing trees resembles graceful dancers, bending and swaying in unison. Sunlight reflecting off the water dazzles like a million diamonds, blazing their brilliance. Even the way my bones and muscles come together to move my body is a marvel. When I see someone engaged in something they love, I witness their joy made manifest. They are simply beautiful beyond measure. The awesome, magnificence of existence is breathtakingly, overwhelmingly beautiful. As I behold the stunning grace and artistry all around me, every fiber of my being sings a song of thanksgiving for the gift of being alive. And the Bible verse for today is from Psalm 50, verse 2. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God shines forth. So because there's a lot of interesting ideas in this daily word, I'm amazed at how much can be compacted into this one little page of daily word. And if you don't get daily word, by the way, I encourage you to do it. You can get it electronically, you can get it on an app, you can get it in print and in a large print edition. So go to dailyword.com for more information. And while I'm talking about websites, please visit our website at unityofroyaloak.org, O-R-G, unityofroyaloak.org. I'd love to hear from you. My email address is rick, R-I-C, at unityofroyaloak.org. You'll find a full list of what we have going on our website, and you can also make a contribution. And we appreciate those who contribute any amount to support this work of sharing principles and practices that can change lives, that can inspire us. So I want to just go back through this daily word and talk about a couple of things. With a mindful intention to discover the sacred nature of all things, I find beauty everywhere. I'm reminded over and over and over again that I always find what I'm looking for, and that I should be careful what I look for. I've shared that concept with hundreds of couples as I've officiated their weddings. I've encouraged them to be careful what they look for in each other, and in themselves they'll surely find it. What are you looking for in your life? You're looking for joy and happiness, something to feel peaceful and invigorated about, or fussing with the supposed news that tells us the same stuff over and over and over again. I was thinking today, okay, we all know that the gas price is high. Grateful that we have gasoline, and I'm going to focus my attention on some other thing that I can do something about. That's just one example. A breeze caressing trees resembles graceful dancers, bending and swaying in unison. Well, today here, it's raining all day. It's one of those gray spring days. We had a beautiful several days of 80-degree weather, and now today it's much cooler. Yesterday it was cooler, some water. So is the sunny day better than the rainy day? Just another day, that's all. Farmers are grateful that it's raining. And ducks and geese, I will assure you, are grateful that it's raining. So, and the swans out on the pond. So, again, we name it. But we need to be careful what we name it, because then we embody what we've named. Even the way my bones and muscles come together to move my body is a marvel. Yes, to be able to walk, to be able to bend over and pick something up off the floor. It's a marvel. It's amazing. When I see someone engaged in something they love, I witness their joy made manifest. I love to observe people doing what they really love to do. Artists who are painting or writers as they write, speakers delivering a powerful message, singers, music of all kinds. All these ways that love, that spirit flows out through us into form, into the world. The awesome magnificence of existence is breathtakingly, overwhelmingly beautiful. Think about all it takes for you and I to be alive, to just be on this planet. The planet is spinning quite fast, and that creates gravity with our molten core that keeps us on this planet. We don't fly off into space for some reason. It's because gravity, the principle, the law of gravity is holding us here. There are laws that govern our lives, spiritual laws that help us. The law of mind action, that what you focus your attention, your awareness on, you get more of. That you produce a consciousness in you that gives you more of that thing that you're thinking about all the time. The law of attraction, Abraham says that it's that which is like unto itself is drawn, right? So it's the same idea. It shows up many, many, many times, many times. What are you thinking about? What are you focused on? Joy or fear? War or peace? Each of us gets to decide on a moment by moment by moment basis. It does not mean, and this is no Pollyanna in me at all, there are lots of things going on in our world that I wish were not going on. However, am I going to focus on what I don't want or what I want? So I look for peace. I look for what makes my heart smile. I look for things to be grateful for. Forgiveness and gratitude practices, I'm telling you, I've been a New Thought student for more than 45 years. They have got me through some of the most difficult times of my life. When I'm having a challenge, one of my first things is to grab a piece of paper, or anymore I type it because I can barely read my own writing, but to record a gratitude list. I bet you can do 20 things right now that you're grateful for, even if you're in a grumpy mood. Even if things feel a little down to you. Grateful for this breath. Grateful for the rain, because we're not in a drought here in Michigan. Grateful for your presence. Grateful for the technology that allows this message to be shared. Grateful for the food I ate at lunchtime. Grateful for the people who travel this journey with me of amazement and wonder. And as we look more often through the eyes of wonder, we see more wonder, because what we give our attention to expands. It's not hard. It's a simple truth. It's not easy to live, though, for sure, for sure. So I'm going to start some music for a few minutes of meditation. I'm using today Kim Lange, our creative director, a piece that she created and owns called 6 Degrees of Meditation. And meditation it's really a simple thing. It's giving the mind something to focus on. It can be the music, it can be the sound of my voice. You can softly close your eyes, you can leave your eyes wide open. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all, but give your mind something to do to keep itself busy, because it wants to be busy. And then see if you can just scoot in to the gap between the thoughts, just to get into that place between ideas. Because our minds, like I said, are always busy. We want to give ourselves a break from the overthinking of things. And I want you to consider the fact that life is easy. That life is easy. I have so much to be grateful for, and so do you. And when we find that place of gratitude in us, it's easier to notice the thing that's a challenge and come up with some way to make it better. Better for yourself, better for others. And I'm mindful of the fact that God has no hands or feet, but all of us. All of us. You are the hands and the feet of God. You're the heart of God, beating, sharing love, sharing a smile. So get comfortable, allow your body to relax. I'm going to get more comfortable in my chair. And just bring your attention to your breath. Just notice the breath. Notice that it comes right on time. That there is nothing you need to do to bring it, but that it always comes. Become still. And allow your mind to focus on something. The music, the sound of your own breathing, the running of the air conditioner, perhaps. And allow yourself to be carried safely into that place inside of you where God lives as you, as the very life of you. And if that's true for you, it's true for me and for all people. Right where we are, God is. So get centered and settled. Release any tension that might be filling your body. Some of those thoughts that are just winging around in your mind, like zoomies, like when the dog is just running around. A lot of people call those zoomies. Meditation is an opportunity to step back from the zoomies of everyday life. Just notice your breath, the regular rhythm of it. And become aware of the energy in you, your life. That presence and that power that animates you, that is the life that lives you. I think often about this idea that we talk like we have a life, my kids, my cars, my illness, my whatever, my blessing. I think we have it wrong. I think life has us. Life has us, friend. Life is expressing itself in, through, and as each of us in this moment. And in this moment, I am willing to see life through the eyes, through the lens of love. I am willing to see things differently. I am willing to reevaluate what I think I know. And I'm willing to change my mind. Because I know that all change, all real change, begins with a change of mind and or heart. Breathe again and again. And if you should hear anything that disturbs your peace, if anything should startle you, consider it just a reminder to turn within, to turn away from the noisy outer world and to explore the spaciousness of the inner world. Notice your thoughts. If they wander off, and they may, just bring yourself gently back to your breath. And then follow the next breath inward. If you just get a couple, 3 minutes of very aware, open time with God, in God, aware of God, that which we call God, the life in us, spirit in us, that will be enough. Enough to help you return to center. You do that a couple of times a day, over a few weeks, and you'll find a whole new way of operating in your life, showing up for yourself, being aware of the shifting energy and patterns of life all around us. In this moment, notice that all is still and peaceful, and there is nothing that you are lacking. That everything that you need right now to be happy right now, you have right now. Whatever it is. Again, if anything should disturb your meditation, a noise, a sound, your mind wandering, just bring yourself gently back to the breath and follow your next breath inward. And the more frequently you can turn away from the outer world and its noise, you begin to establish, I think of it as like a farm, acreage of peace and love and wholeness within you, always there. And now, friends, I invite you to consider anyone that you know that has recently asked you for prayer, or someone you know might be having surgery or upcoming treatment. I've got several people in my mind, including a woman that I met today at a store, and I could tell she was upset. And as we talked for a few minutes, she revealed to me that her daughter is suffering with some pretty heavy emotional stuff going on right now. And of course, when you're young, you don't always have the construct. So this lady was helping her daughter and finding her some help. You know, it's one thing to pray about it, but then we do what we can do. We put arms and feet to our prayers. So call to mind any circumstance or situation, certainly the experience going on, continuing in the Ukraine, people in Shanghai, people dealing with the coronavirus. I'm still getting over it. So we know that healing is a process, it's a journey. And it isn't always a cure, but healing is always possible. And peace begins with me. I know that. Every cell in my body knows that to be true. So I hold our world. That's what there's a picture of it on the wall behind me. I hold this blue-green planet in the ray of light and love, trusting and knowing that there's a way for us to move beyond the challenges that we've created or that we've inherited. And we can be more and do more to bring love forth into the world, and I commit myself to that, and I invite you to do the same thing. And remember that wherever you are right now, that the light of God surrounds you and me. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever we are, God is. That is such a powerful truth. May it bless you. And if there's some way that I can support you on your spiritual journey, please email me at rick, R-I-C, at unityofroyaloak.org.